As we celebrate our 64th annual Hardy Eley family reunion, it is my pleasure to interview our cousin Milton Lawrence Cox II. Milton, or Lawrence as we call him, is the great-great-grandson of Joseph and Almeida Eley, the great-grandson of Chelsea Clifton and Lucy Ann Warren Eley, the grandson of Robert Chelsea and Lucy Best Eley, and the son of Milton Lawrence and Lethea Eley Cox. Cousin Lawrence is an ordained and licensed minister. He's an educator, a musician, and an author. He's a member of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity and recently published his first book, Give the Drummer Some, Drumline's Origins of School Days Confunctionary. And this is a screenshot of the book. Thanks for taking time out to be with us.
Thanks for having me, Ricky.
Hey, man, it's my pleasure. Good seeing you. Good talking to you. We don't have a lot of time. So tell us what motivated you to write a book on drums and drum lines and your experience as a musician in college, junior high school, and college.
Watched the movie Drumline that was on TV. I got a little itchy because I said, that's a good movie, but that's not really how it happened per se. By the time you get to college, you've gone through a progression from junior high school to college, and then junior high school to high school, then to college. And it took many years to get to that particular status in regards to percussion as a percussionist.
To take you to write and assemble a manuscript?
Took me a while. I started, I think in 2008, matter of fact. And, as life sometimes gets in the way, a lot of times gets in the way, you put it on the back burner, but I kept keeping it in focus and would jot down, I had little notes everywhere. And then when I finally started writing it, the full manuscript itself, I was pulling notes from here, pulling notes from there, and keeping my thoughts together and just kind of molding it and making it go to the direction that I wanted to go. And I had told my mother I was going to write it. And then I told my Aunt Florence, who lived up in Northern Virginia, that I was going to write it. And she kept pushing me. She said, when are you going to write it? When are you going to write it? And I wasn't rushing to write it. I was taking my time, the process. And in that process, both of them passed along the way, so I wasn't able to let them see it, the finished product. And so it was a labor of love also because of the historical piece that's attached to it.
Where'd you get all the pictures? Because you got almost half the book is full of pictures. So where did you get all the historical pictures from Virginia State and some of the pictures from the various personalities, instructors, and even your high school band and stuff? Where'd you get the pictures?
I got them out of a lot of them out of my high school yearbook. Like back in those days, a lot of people didn't take a lot of pictures, so I had to kind of scuffle around and just kind of hunt and pick and peck, and finally got some ones that I thought would help round out the story. So initially, I didn't send the pictures up there with the manuscript. I just sent the manuscript, and they liked that, the manuscript itself, and they couldn't use all the ones that I sent. They just used just a portion of them, of those pictures, and I think it did nicely to kind of help paint the picture of what the drumline was about.
How can people get a copy of the book?
People can get a
and it is quite historic. It talks about what was going on in the early 70s.
People can get a copy by ordering at Dorrance Publishing Company out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is DORRANCE Publishing Company.
Yeah. And folks can get more information from you at the reunion itself.
Yes. Also, their phone number there in Pittsburgh is 1-800-788-7654. 1-800-788-7654. or DoranceBookstore.com.